My beautiful Pisces gang, my Pisces soul family. What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for the new baby, okay? This is going to be for those of you who are dealing with someone newer, or for those of you who do not know that somebody new is coming in full force, baby. This shit is hot, okay? It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Holy angels and spirit guides gives exactly what it is that we need to know in addition to what has already come out, and a lot has shown up. Okay, so this person does want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to be felt. They are hoping that it's mutual. It's going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, right? Messages are general. Don't force anything to fit. Take what resonates. Use your own intuition to guide you towards those messages that are here for you today. If we could all take a moment, guys, okay, before we tap on in, just click the like button, guys. It's one of the hugest ways to donate energetically. It helps us grow. It helps people find us on this platform and so much more. So I do appreciate those of you who do it every single time. If you want to make it official, we would love to have you. Come join us, okay? Click the subscribe button, become a part of the fam, babe. Also click the notification bell, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Down in those comments, y'all let me know what you're feeling, how you're feeling, and send me a little hey girl, hey. So let me know what you're doing for your birthday, because we got the Aquarius season and we got Pisces right after that. You know what I'm saying? So we y'all got next, right after Aquarius. So let me know what you're going to be doing for your birthday, so forth and so on. So here's where we're beginning, okay? There's a closed energy here, but we can change that. We can change that. The very first card that popped out was keep an open mind, okay? It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. What I get from that is this person, you will definitely be physically attracted to this person, but there's something that is quite different than what you would have expected. There is this notion of needing to release control of when this comes in, how soon it moves, where it goes, you know, in the trajectory of the relationship, how fast or slow it might develop, right? What the packaging might look like. I don't get that you will be attracted to this person physically, but there might be a little bit something different that you didn't even know you liked about this individual. That spirit is just wanting you to keep an open mind about, you guys, okay? And don't close it off. Very first card out in reference to the tarot is the Emperor. So this is somebody who is on your level. I feel like the two of you are mirroring each other with this kind of trying to keep control of this chess piece, right? Trying to make sure that you do everything correctly, trying to make sure that all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted, not wanting to say the wrong thing or wear the wrong thing or eat the wrong way or walk the wrong way. And it's just too perfect. There's needing to be some relinquishing of control. Spirit wants things to move organically. They feel like the magic lies within just being. Okay, and I feel like this is also being pointed towards this person. So for some reason, this individual, they definitely see your worth, right? Off the bat, off the gate. But I feel like they get very much up in their head about how they're going to be able to get you to commit or how they're going to be able to pull this off. So this is somebody who does view you as someone not out of their league, but definitely a couple of notches above what they would normally go for. This person has possibly went through an awakening, right? More recently. Wow, I'm seeing like an unk on their arm, so they may be very spiritual, right? They may definitely be in touch, right, with their spirit guides, with their ancestors, just with their soul in general, right? There's been an awakening, a transformation. So they are very much so on your level. That doesn't take away from the slight intimidation that they might feel for finally dealing with somebody on their level, if that makes sense. They may have been dealing with some bums and some bummettes. I'm just gonna put it out there, right? When you start dealing with the real, when you start really leveling up, right? When you go from, you know, sitting in the Burger King drive-thru to being at goddamn Ruth's Chris, bitch, like the standards change, okay? The attire changes, right? The way you behave changes, the way you talk changes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit with your pinky up. It all kind of shifts. You have to become a chameleon. And it's not that they won't rise to the occasion, right? It's not that they don't want to rise to the occasion. It's just different, guys, okay? So what I get from this person is potentially in their connections from the past, they didn't really have to do a lot because they were dealing with small fries, okay? They were dealing with French fries, okay? And now they're going to confrites. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me stop being silly. Seriously. Right? So we do have them kind of up in their head in reference to how to move, right? What's the correct moves? They don't want to mess up, right? Like they want to play this just right. There may be a bit of a fear that you might have multiple people, right? Because we do have the Page of Wands here. So this person considers you to be very hot, like extremely sexy, a catch, if you will. So if they're attracted to you, then of course others might be attracted to you as well. So that could also have them up in their head, kind of wanting to be the one to make the best move, to be the one to show, you know, that they are the best catch, or that they are the best man or woman for this job. Now, this person does view relationships as, I won't say a job, but they do view it as something that you should take very seriously, just as serious as you would take your motherfucking job. You're not going to show up to your job late, are you, bitch? You're not going to straight up lie to your boss, are you? You can't really, you can lie on the application, but how long can you get away with the lies? You see what I'm saying? So they do deem it to be something very serious. And this could also be what has them kind of up in their head. I also feel like this is somebody who is a lot more into you than what they are letting on for the Queen of Swords to show up first. That's very much so head over heart. They want to sound smart. They want to look smart. They want to dress right. They want to, you know, be articulate, and they want to, you know, present themselves with this proper packaging. But what Spirit is saying is the magic lies within the truth. It's not that they're lying. It's just a filter on it, right? Like, I feel like this person might be doing themselves a disservice by trying to package themselves so perfectly, so much so that you might not really be able to see the passion, the drive, the attraction that they have for you, the spark that would set them apart. They're hiding it. So I hope that's something that changes. Okay, that is a little bit of a forewarning for this individual. You will be seeking out someone who is very much so different, and them trying to add a filter to who they are can potentially, I'm not saying it will, but it could potentially come off as fake, fraudulent, right? Superficial, or somebody that's putting on, somebody that's not showing the real deal. And I don't think that that will get them very far, and far is where they're trying to get with you. Now, this is a very committal type of person. And the reason I say that is because of the energy that's showing up in the center here. This is about their past, right? So this person has either been married, they might be a divorcee, they may have children, they had a long-term committed relationship. It could be all of those things, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and then we have crossing that, the Eight of Wands and the Devil, right? So whilst they put a lot into the connections from the past, with the Ace of Pentacles being there, that's one of the biggest offers in the deck, you guys. King of Pentacles is considered to be that of a very reliable, okay, and secure offer. This is someone who's mature. This is someone who has their shit together. This is someone who feels like they figured it out. I feel as though they were just pouring this energy into the wrong entity, into the wrong relationship, the wrong connection. This was just not the right person, because it went absolutely nowhere. It was very much so stagnant. Even if they got to the point of marriage, even if they got to the point of engagement, it's sort of given the energy of being engaged for like 10 years, right? Being in a marriage, but nothing changed, right? Since before when they had the title of your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and then you switch it to the husband or a wife, nothing changed. Like the behavior didn't change, the attitude didn't change, the investment didn't change. It was just pretty much the same. This person may feel like they were manipulated, right, into doing this. This could be something like some kind of standard that they have in their family, right, about getting married, right, kind of going off on your own. This person could have potentially been forced into a marriage or arranged marriage. Potentially this person could have gotten pregnant and they felt like they had to get married to them, right, or they had to marry this person. It's something to that nature. There could have been some kind of strings being pulled to get locked into this, right? It wasn't the right thing. Even though this person feel like they did everything correctly, it still moved nowhere, right? It still led them to being further behind than ahead. So that could be where some of this insecurity or anxiety is what I should call it is stemming from, because they do like you, right? They see who you are. They see what the two of you could be. They potentially never really felt like this before, not even with their ex-wife or their ex-husband or their baby mama, their baby father, this long-term committed relationship. It was very cold, right? Very detached. There are no cups here. It's all pentacles. It's all about like what they could get out of this person, what the person could get out of this individual. right? What they're bringing to the table, money, the ways in which security could be enveloped. It could have just been like, okay, fine. We're getting a certain age. Let's get married. It could have been an agreement by the both of them, right? Just to get married, to share finances, to kind of, you know, build that security. Is better to do it with two than one sort of energy. And that backfired heavily, right? So there is something that they had to detach themselves from. It does look like it looks contractual to me, if I have to be honest, right? And it's sort of like they would have been better off by themselves. So they've healed from that, okay? But I feel as though where you come in is this person has been fully focused on their spiritual growth, okay? So they're either pre-empress or pre-emperor, right? Or empress and emperor. Depending on where you are in your journey, they are on the same level as you, okay? Both very good positionings. Both parties able to show up with a fucking table and not looking with their hand out to see what the other person has to offer, which is possibly what they could have gotten themselves in the past. They could have ended up tying themselves to somebody who lied about what they had, what the potential of growth financially is really what it feels like. Somebody mooching off them financially with all of these pentacles here. So they could have gone through a really bad financial loss due to this divorce or, you know, child support, something to that extent. The strings are still attached to the past, but the toxicity that was there is no longer. Okay, this person has leveled up. So they've been able to gain back everything they lost plus more. And then here you come, right? Now, I don't get that they've been involved with anybody romantically, not even sexually, right? They've really been to themselves. To have gone through this awakening, they might be actually very nervous to get back out there. So the way that the two of you meet might be something that is not as traditional. It may be very outside of the box. It may be something that comes out of nowhere, sort of, right? It's sort of a situation where they're scared, but they can't help themselves, right? It's like, I cannot not try. I can't not see where this is gonna go. You know what I mean? She's fucking hot. He's sexy as fuck, girl. Like, what are you talking about? Okay. All of those fears can go, you know, take a hike. The fuck out of here. I'll work through my fear. I'll do this with fear. Okay, with fear. So this person is trying to have a little bit more faith about where things will go. I do feel like they're getting downloads, synchronicities, right, from spirit to suggest who you are, right, what things could be, but it's still very early on. And they don't want to invest too soon. They also don't want to come off as thirsty or as somebody who doesn't have a lot of options, right? They don't want to come off as somebody who's, you know, not seeing anybody and then here you come and they're all in your face. They don't want to come off as desperate. Okay, that's the word. Desperado. Desperado. Sorry, guys. Let me relax. Relax. Yet they do want to invest, right? So they're trying to do it slowly. What you will notice from this person is the longer the two of you are in contact, the more that engagement, the communication, the invitations, all of that will ramp up over time. They kind of just want to get a feel for where you are, right? What it is that you want. It might be very early on after meeting this person that they will want to have a conversation about your goals, right? Romantically. What are your goals? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a relationship? You're like, I'm not looking for nothing. And they're like, damn, that doesn't give me any information. So please listen, guys. I'm not saying to be an open book because, baby, fuck that. You need to definitely vet these people properly and make sure that you're safe first and foremost, right? So I will never go against that. However, don't be too nonchalant. You know what I mean? Definitely listen to your intuition. You can give just enough. You don't have to give it all. Don't overgive, don't overshare, but also don't undershare. It needs to be balanced. With this Seven of Pentacles, it needs to be evenly keeled and even keeled. Yeah, even keeled for things to grow properly. And if they are attempting to open that line of communication to kind of decipher what it is that you want, so that they can compare it to what it is that they want, which is a higher level of commitment. This person does want commitment. They want marriage. They want the whole 9 yards, right? A union. Okay, exclusivity, that is the Hierophant. They want it in more of a traditional sense, but they don't want to force anything, right? They've done that already and they don't want to do that shit again. It got them nowhere, right? It, in fact, knocked them back a couple of pegs, and they've damn near lost everything. If not, they lost everything, right? So they, of course, don't want to do that again. But yeah, they're really screaming out very loud. It's a specific conversation, right? It might not be verbatim, but I feel like this person is going to kind of open up the doors to see what they need to invest, right? Like, what's your price? You know what I mean? What are your desires? What are your standards? What are your prerequisites? What do I need to fucking do to get this to happen? And if this is not what you want, then what do you want? If you're too nonchalant, it is going to put them in a position. It might create a stalemate is what they're saying. And I do feel like that could potentially sabotage things, because this person had been living in a stalemate situation with a wife or a husband, with a committed relationship that was stale. It was not moving. It was not thriving. It wasn't evolving. And they will run for the hills if they feel even an inkling of that. I do feel like they will attempt multiple times, right, to kind of gauge where, you know, what it is that you want, guys. That is what they want to know. For some reason, it does feel like a little bit of a withholding of that information on your part. It could be because of your past, right? Being too open about what it is that you want, and then people showing up exactly like that, and then it being a complete lie. So we have the Knight of Swords, right? This is somebody who definitely knows that you cannot move super duper fast, right? So they are going to try to start out very slow, very sweet. I like the Page of Cups in this positioning, because even though we have the Knight of Swords here, which is like fast moving, it could be considered irrational. With the with the Page of Cups right next to it, that signifies to me somebody who is going to do like the more sweet, lower level romantic things, right? The romantic gestures that are not too thick. They're not laying it on too thick. So that could look like sending you a YouTube video, something funny, a joke, a meme, sending you flowers, right? Kind of calling to make sure you got home safe, or texting after a date that they had a wonderful time. They can't wait to see you again. That's the Page of Cups. I do get that this person is putting in that effort very much so early on. But they're going to try to not lay it on too thick. They are very much so in their head, you guys, about doing too much or too little, okay? They have a little bit of anxiety in reference to that, because they are out of their wheelhouse. They're out of their comfort zone, being it that they have been single for however long that they have. They have not dated since their awakening, since their transformation. I think the best bet would be to start off as friends, or at least build that friendship sort of quality, that friendship sort of trust, right? Is very surface level, but they also feel like that could be a danger zone, right? Coming off as your friend could lead them into friend zone, right? And they don't want to fucking be there, right? So this person is definitely very much so up in their head. They do like you. They like you a lot more than what they're going to lead on, guys. And this is somebody who commits. They like committed relationships. They feel like they thrive when they have, an old man at home, their old lady at home, even if they're young. They love the notion of having their old man or their old lady at home. It's something about that that's comforting for this person, to have someone to come home to have someone to share these pentacles with, because for a lot of you, this person, they gave it to the wrong person, okay, in their past, and they had to start over. But they like the idea of having someone to share their riches with, share their harvest with, share their life with. They feel like, what is the money without love? Or what is, thriving in my career if I'm coming home to an empty house, right? If I don't have anybody to go see that movie with or go to dinner with, right? It's the small things in life that this person is kind of backtracking towards. It's what they really are thinking about, and that is what they want. So you're going to have to also decide where you stand, right? Like what it is that you want in order to decipher whether or not this is right for you. Okay, so this is what I've gotten. Let's go over to the extended. I want to really dig in over there, okay? I want to see what this person's first impression of you was, okay? Let's see what they really want out of this connection and out of you, okay? That's going to give us their intentions at the heart of things, okay? Their purest intentions. Let's see how they show up once they have you. Do they change once they feel like they've had you or have you? I also want to know what their exes have to say about them. We heard what they had to say about their exes. Let's see what the exes have to say, okay? If shit is shaky, okay? Let's also see what the potential for longevity is, okay? And union in this new thing. What is the potential for things to go all the way? I will look at some time frames for both parties. Those of you who have already met this person, when can you be expecting this higher level of commitment, these next steps for things to start to flourish? And for those of you who have not met this person, what is the time frame that Spirit is willing to give us to get you set up and prepared for this person to enter into your life? As long as you keep that open mind, of course, right? And then we'll get some advice, okay? So without further ado, click that like button, click the subscribe button, and the notification bell. And I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. And I know I'm going to see y'all over there. So let's break this down. Let's go on.